I was asked to do 5 of the best things about being a CNA, or 5 greatest things about being a CNA, something like that. Anyways, I'll go ahead and say I didn't really think that these 5 best or worst things were going to take off like they did, but you know, people like them. Anyways, number 5 best things. Number 5 is, this was probably my favorite thing, and probably the one thing that I missed the most, and the only reason that it's number 5 on this list is because it may only apply to me, and that is saying, I don't know, I'll go get your nurse. For some reason, I miss saying that. Like, I mean, I don't miss being a CNA, but saying, you know, a patient says, oh, I'm hurting, oh, I can't breathe, oh, you know, something else or other, I could be like, you know what, I'm gonna get your nurse. I miss that. I miss just saying, I don't know, I'll get your nurse. I don't know what you got going on, you'll be fine, walk it off, you know. But now that I'm a nurse, I can't do that anymore. You know, it's something that I miss about being a CNA. Number 4, we'll go ahead and I've already said that the worst thing was the hours. I'm gonna put it on this list as the best thing is being the hours. You work the hours as a nurse. It may be a bad thing, however, it kind of trains you if you're going to nursing school as to what to expect when you become a nurse, because you are going to do the exact same hours as a CNA as you are a nurse. So it could be good, it could be bad. I'm including it as both, to be honest with you, because it trains you. It teaches you, hey, I've got to work on Christmas Day, I've got to work on New Year's, I've got to work 7 to 7, I've got to work, you know, these crazy odd hours, and you know, it trains you. You know, you may hate the hours that you work, or hate that you have to work on holidays, but it trains you if you're going to nursing school. You know, so it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. You know, it depends on how you look at it. I'm going to include it on both lists, the hours that you work. Number 3, the knowledge that you gain. Once again, you know, saying that you're going to nursing school. I have always said that the best people in nursing school, the people that have it the easiest in nursing school, the best way to prepare for nursing school is to become a CNA. And the knowledge that you get from being a CNA is astounding. I mean, you can be in class for 19 hours a day, but work an 8-hour shift as a CNA, and you may actually learn a lot more as that CNA for 8 hours. I mean, CNAs, in my opinion, they're heads and feet above the regular nursing student that just comes into it, you know, with no prior knowledge. CNAs are just better prepared for nursing school, in my opinion. They just know more. They're, you know, because they've dealt with patients, they've dealt with the floor, they've been on the floor. You know, they've seen certain disease processes, and they can pick up a little bit more of the disease processes, you know, from learning from the nurses and stuff. CNAs just make better students. So the knowledge that you learn as a CNA, it's got to be included in this list. I mean, it just has to be. Let's go to number 2. Number 2, the skills that you learn. I know I just said the knowledge that you learn, but let's go with the skills that you learn. Let's call it 2 different things. I am for this list, for purposes of this list. The skills that you learn. CNAs do skills. Do, you know, don't pull a Beavis and Butthead. He said do. Anyways, CNAs also do skills. In North Carolina, it is actually, a CNA can actually do things like remove an IV. Now, you can't put anything through the IV. You can't, you know, hook up any tubing or anything, but you can actually remove an IV. You can actually prime tubing. Now, of course, it's not going to be hooked up to anyone, but you can prime it, get it ready for the nurse. You can assist in wound care. You can do things like that as a CNA, and that knowledge that you're gaining as you learn from these skills that you can do as a CNA is just astounding. You'd be surprised how much you pick up learning these skills. It's amazing. So, you know, it's got to be mentioned, the knowledge and the skills. Well, I'm including it 2 different places. you know, you will pick up so much as a CNA just by being on the floor in knowledge and in skills. You know, it's crazy how much you will actually learn as a CNA. Number one, numero uno, is the work. You will constantly have work. You will always have work, forever and for always. Think about it this way: if there's a nursing shortage going on right now, there's not to be a CNA shortage. When I was at the nursing home, there would be like 2 nurses per hall, and those nurses would have like 4 CNAs each. So you figure that's 8 CNAs to 2 nurses, and they say that there's a nursing shortage. You know, there's 4 times less nurses as there are CNAs. CNAs, there's always work for you. Somewhere out there, there is always work for you. With experience, without experience, long-term care, short-term care, acute care, home care, not home care, doctor care, wherever care, there is always work for CNAs. CNAs just have work everywhere they go. Look it up. Indeed's a good website. Check it out. There is always work for CNAs. So, that's my 5 best things about CNA work. Hope it helps. Thank you much.